So the new Moss Giant boss came out 3 days ago, and for 2 of those 3 days, I was farming Mossy Keys in the Crane Catacombs. I eventually gave up trying to get up to 100 kill count, which is the kill count that I wanted to get up to in my last video, and I only got to 20, and I will get into reasons why I only got to 20 in a bit. But first, let's do a price checker of all the items that I have in here. So in total, I made 1.7 mil, and if I remove the drops that I only got from Moss Giants, from the new boss, I only made 376k from 20 Mossy Keys, and the Snapdragons, Rana and Rana weeds I got from the Moss Giants that I was basically defeating in the Korean Catacombs whilst I was farming Mossy Keys. And in the Korean Catacombs, you also have a chance of building Dark Totem pieces, so I got 10 Ancient Shards, 2 Dark Totems, and then I'm only missing the top fortified Dark Totem. So that's basically the loot that I got from the new boss, and I want to get into the boss itself and my thoughts. So I worked out from researching on the RuneScape Wikipedia page for Moss Giants that Moss Giants have approximately 24 rare drops. 3 of them rare drops are actually very rare drops, which are the Champion Scroll, the Curved Bone, and there's another drop that I can't remember, but it should be appearing on screen right now. And then all the other rare drops are various seeds, herbs, steel kite shields, and mithril spears. And how it works out is that Mossy Key is a rare drop as well. So if you're on members and you're farming Mossy Keys, then it works out that when the game is calculating what drops to drop for your character whenever you're actually murdering a Moss Giant, the game will roll whether to drop one of the several rare drops that Moss Giants already have or a Mossy Key. And what it will do is, instead of dropping the Mossy Key that you want, it will actually drop something, say for a Lanterdime Seed, which is a rare drop for a Moss Giant. Now for members, this makes Mossy Keys and farming them pretty difficult, as the game will obviously roll the other rare drops as well as the Mossy Key, so you'll end up maybe getting a spinach roll instead of a Mossy Key. And compared to a spinach roll, you'll obviously want a Mossy Key more, as it means more and it will cost more. So for the first time, Jagex have basically released a boss into the game that is not catered to members. In comparison to Overworldy Titan, which was the first free-to-play boss, Hill Giants don't have as many rare drops as a Moss Giant has. So if you're trying to get giant keys from a Cyclops or a Hill Giant, you will have more of a chance of getting a giant key from them than you would be getting a Mossy Key from a Moss Giant. And in comparison to Overworldy Titan, the new Moss Giant boss also has a crap drop table in comparison to Overworldy Titan. The only good item to get from the new Moss Giant boss is obviously the new staff, and with it being so difficult to get Mossy Keys with how Moss Giants are and the drop table right now, I think that the staff will be a very rare item in the game. You won't be seeing many of them, and it will probably keep a pretty high price. I would say about 5 to 4 mil when eventually the hype for the game dies, as obviously in free-to-play there are a lot more free-to-play players killing Moss Giants than there are in members. And whilst in members you have access to things like the blowpipe, the serpentine helm, and the cannon, which I showed in my farming Mossy Key video, because Moss Giants have a bigger rare drop table than Hill Giants, you will find it pretty difficult to get Mossy Keys. So my opinion, in conclusion, is that the Mossy Keys are a lot more harder to get than Giant Keys in comparison to Hill Giants. And Hill Giants and the Overworldy Titan have a better drop table than the Moss Giant boss unless you get the new staff. So if I were you, I would, if you are going to go and try and get Mossy Keys, just be aware that Moss Giants have a pretty low chance of dropping a Mossy Key in comparison to Hill Giants and the Cyclopses. So that basically concludes my videos on the new Moss Giant boss. Maybe in the future Jadex will receive some feedback, maybe they might see this video and see that Moss Giants have a pretty big rare drop table, and it's pretty hard to get Mossy Keys, particularly from members. They might keep it the same as on free-to-play. Moss Giants have a lower drop table in comparison to members, and yet on free-to-play there are less Moss Giant spots, there are less free-to-play worlds, and all them places are probably going to be camped by a lot of free-to-play players who want Mossy Keys. So they might keep it the same, they might not, but if they don't, then I might return to doing Mossy Keys and increasing my kill count if they do change the drop table for Moss Giants. But at the time of this video, it's kind of unviable for going for Mossy Keys. As for future releases, I am planning to do some crazy archaeologists. I actually already begun the tab before I actually started this series. This is my tab for the crazy archaeologist. I already have 2 Odium boards, 20 mysterious emblems, 102 onyx bolt tips, and I've also been doing the hard clues that you get from the crazy archaeologist. This is my clue tab. Most of these are actually from elite clues that I got from barrels. I actually also started a barrels tab, and this is some of the equipment I was using. I haven't kept all the items that I got from the barrels. I actually have received 4 iron road tops and 4 leather road tops for carols, and what I'm planning to do is at the end of this year I'm hoping to get 10,000 kill count in the barrels minigame. I don't think it's something that anyone has done before, and I wanted to do something unique, and I do enjoy doing barrels, so that will make me quite a lot of money. But in the meantime, and in more immediate future, I am going to be doing a crazy archaeologist loot video. Might also do a guide on crazy archaeologist, as some of the people that I've seen doing the crazy archaeologist, especially on the bounty hunter world, are finding it difficult to defeat the crazy archaeologist because there's certain movements that you have to do, because the crazy archaeologist does a 3x3 special attack. But in my guide I'll basically be showing that, so I'm probably going to be doing a guide on crazy archaeologist which will be a lot more concise and more informative than say this video. But there isn't really much to say about the new Moss Giant boss, other than the fact that making 1.7 mil, and the most of it being from most of the money that I made was from the actual Moss Giants in comparison to the boss, speaks volumes about the fact that this update, in my opinion, wasn't a good update. So that concludes this loot video and my explanation of future events. Tell me in the comment section what you guys think about the new boss, if you have actually fought it and actually tried to get Mossy Keys, and what would you like Jadex to do about it. And I would appreciate if you could leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will catch you in my next video, which will be a lot more fun to do than this one, as I'm telling you, after 3,000 Moss Giant kills, I pretty much burnt out yesterday and I didn't play for the rest of the day, and I'm only coming back to the game today, which I'm about to go into the bounty hunter world and start doing some crazy archaeologists. So I will hopefully catch you in the next video, and thanks again for watching.